Are you going to get all the old people in? You take a picture?
There's just something I have to say, everyone.
Oh my God.
I'm standing here with my dad's bullhorn, and I'm not going to put it on too loud.
That's my bullhorn.
But it's just...
My original bullhorn?
Yeah, the original, but you can have it right now.
Oh.
I've got it, but I thought I would bring it and remind everyone about how we used to use the bullhorn.
Yes, good.
Here you go, Dad. I'm going to read a poem. My mother wrote. Before he was going to turn 50, my mom was going to create a surprise party for him. And she put together this card, and someone somehow spilled the beans, and the party never happened. He didn't have a surprise party. But I thought I would read the card my mother wrote.
Yeah, I did calligraphy for it.
And it says, turning 50 isn't nifty to a guy who thinks that youth is great, but 49 is more benign. So let's help Walter celebrate. We'll give the smarty a surprise party. Please bring a poem of wit and levity and a gift of mirth, but not great worth, to help him face his own longevity.
I remember that story.
You did it.
She did, when I was 40, many people may have been there in 40, she created a big party at our house. And I came home from work, it was my birthday, and nothing was going on. I stopped to get a cheesecake, coming home, knocked on the door, I had the key, and inside was a whole hell.
Yes.
The block and upstairs full of people and chairs and flowers and all of that stuff. That was the beautiful part. Now the 50 part. I overheard somebody, we were together with the crowd, and I overheard somebody say, maybe to Anita, maybe to somebody else, that, will you be there for his party? And I knew it was about birthday parents. And discovered that Anita didn't want to do it as a 50. That's why it said a 49. But I said, nothing doing, Anita. We did it when I was 40. None of this. But they had actually already written letters and made these things. I never saw that movie.
You know, Mom was very upset that you canceled it.
I know. When I went to the cemetery yesterday, not yesterday, earlier this week.
She forgave you?
Yeah, she said it's okay. We had a nice bit about that. It was a nice bit.
After 30 years, you think, you know.
It says, keep this under your hat.
Yeah.
Please park down the road.
Yes, all of that's good
Don't
stuff.
say anything.
Don't say anything. Yeah, just
I even know who spilled the beans, but I'm not going to tell you. It wasn't anybody in this room.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
Good.
nice to know.
So we're
Thank
off
you.
the hook.
Nobody.
I've got a little something that's quite different from that.
Go ahead.
Do you want the bullhorn?
I don't know, can you hear me?
No bull.
It's not on.
It's not
That's
on.
not what- How do you turn
Put
it
a
on?
rest on that.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
Throw us out.
Who can't hear me?
We can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Okay. To Walter, now
Dad.
88.
Dad, don't bellow. We can all
What?
hear
You
you.
can hear me?
Yeah.
No, but I
The
have
only
to
one who
hear it.
can't hear
No,
you
no,
is
my
you.
dad has hard of
I
hearing,
have
so
to
he needs
hear
to.
it.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, I'm
He
gonna
can
yell.
Jesus.
Walter
Yes.
Brunching Goldberg's at 88. All hear your achievements. Celebrate.
Yeah.
While some favor X's and others Y's, Walter's preference for girls is no surprise.
Yes.
Some say he planned his triple daughter crew, Nancy, Amy, and Lenny too. Ah, Walter, those Passover Seders that you led.
Yes.
Crazy rhymed clues to unleavened bread.
Yes.
For children, Afikoman, you betray in a well-known Stolov giveaway.
Giveaway. Yes.
You, PT, and rehabilitation, under you, rose to first in the nation.
Yes.
Walter, you treated my aching back, curing me when I was a sad sack. We're all beholden to you for all you did for UW. For your 88, we should we shout 3 cheers today. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
All right.
Beautiful.
That's great,
You
Julia.
got that written?
What? I got a type, Walter.
Right.
I got 3 copies, Walter.
Oh, well, I just want 1 copy. Maybe a couple can pass around.
He's hoping
I'm
you'll
gonna
publish
copyright
it.
it, Walter.
That's another one?
No, this is the same one.
Is this one?
This is the group. Sign, everyone sign.
Yes.
Well, Walter, I didn't prepare anything, but I can talk about what I call Walterisms about my relationship with you. Some memorable events.
Memorable?
Starting when I was a resident
Yes.
at the University of Washington in 61. That was 1961, not 1861, first of all. And Walter was really a hard-nosed, but he was probably the best instructor in the department. And he always tried to catch residents when we would do a workup. And one of his pet questions was, where the person lives, are there stairs to get into the house? And we would always ask that question and would know the answer. But then Walter, being smart ass, would say, is there a handrail? And if we didn't know the answer, we soon learned to make it up, because he would never go back and ask the patient. So we would say, yes, there was a handrail. And then Walter, who was still a smart ass, would say, well, was there a handrail on the right or the left? And if we said on the right, then he would say, is there more than one handrail? So no matter how we tried to stay ahead of him, he was always one step ahead of us. Now there was another experience that I will never forget. The Stolovs had had a sabbatical in Denmark, right?
Right.
And we were at one of these national rehabilitation meetings in Atlanta, Georgia, and we went out to this very expensive Swedish restaurant, which Walter insisted that we all had to go together. He didn't offer to pay, but he said we all had to go together. And Walter insisted that we have gravlax. Now we had to explain to Walter that we come from Seattle, Washington, where there's really very good salmon. It didn't make sense to go to Atlanta, Georgia, and order something from Sweden because, you know, he had had his sabbatical in Scandinavia. And so when the gravlax came, one of the parties said, this looks very familiar. Would the waiter please bring the container for the gravlax? And guess where the gravlax came from?
Yeah.
Portlock.
Where?
Portlock.
Portlock.
Yeah, Portlock.
Where's
That's Seattle.
Oh, that's Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? I haven't heard of gravlax.
Gravlax is salmon from Scandinavia.
Oh.
That's what they call
Tell me
it.
about more pickle.
But it's a little different.
So did you tell him to take it back?
It's Atlantic salmon, which is different than Pacific salmon.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is Pussy okay?
That's for my kid. How long have you had it?
Nancy,
Yes.
I have a card.
Yes, he opened it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
opened it, and
I couldn't read it.
no, he
She
couldn't
read
read
it.
it.
She read it to me. It's
Should I read
beautiful.
it out loud?
Should I read it out
Of
loud?
course.
Yeah.
Okay, she said no.
Who said no?
But I have it.
Who said no?
I have a note.
Oh, the author said no.
I
No,
have
it's
a
personal.
poem from Lynn from Portland.
Oh.
So I'm going to read the poem. She said, Dad, since we can't be there, this poem will have to do. Sending birthday wishes from the Paullines to you. For the past 20 years, I-5 has been our friend. 40,000 miles on that road we think we did spend. But today the road gets a bit of a rest, sending our love from afar, wishing you the best. We are there in spirit to wish you well. After 88 years, you're doing swell. Happy birthday, Lynn, Brian, Michael, Shayna, and Ruby the dog.
Nice.
You know, Rudy.
Very nice.
Usually I come in the house, Rudy would bark and crawl all over me. Now Rudy's a little friendly to me. Yeah, I'll come over, like you said. Thank you. Yes.
I want to read what I wrote in the card because it's kind of funny. The yellow one.
This one.
The yellow
The
one.
big one?
See,
Boy, this is something else. This is good.
this is a large print card, but it was very plain. So what I did was I clefted a stain from another card that I thought was very cute, but wasn't a large print and it was kind of small. So Dad, you might not have read this.
We read it.
One could say that like a bottle of wine, you get better with age. But I think the truth is that as you age, a bottle of wine helps you feel better and better.
Do you want those to
Very good.
Sorry about that.
Oh, so I'll give this to Dad. This is Julian's poem.
I have more copies if you want them.
I'll take a copy.
I'm selling them.
Judy, when did Nancy call you? Long time ago?
About a week ago, wasn't it, Nancy? Yeah.
Couple of weeks ago. Right? Oh.
I'm gonna turn this off.
So this has been arranged for some time.
So